In Texas news, Texas has passed a law to deal with a fairly serious problem in the Lone Star State. There are a lot of people riding around, disturbing amounts of people, as it turns out, who have invalid, faked, forged paper license plates. So when you buy a new car, sometimes they give you a paper plate. It's perfectly legal. The problem is people were printing them off on their home computer because it's not exactly rocket science, and they were just forging them. And then they tried to solve the problem by putting a QR code, but then people faked the QR code. The QR code didn't go anywhere, but it looked right at glance. So there are a lot of people driving around with these phantom plates. So Texas, finally getting around to dealing with this problem, says no more. We're not doing this anymore. Not so much, because we're tired of this problem. So we're ending the paper plates. Thank God. Let's learn more. A new era of ubiquitous metal tags is coming to Texas following the passage of a Texas bill, which will end the use of paper license plates in the state. Thank God. Not too soon. The governor signed a bill into law on Monday. The new measure requires dealers to issue $10 metal plates to buyers purchasing cars in NICS languages and existing licensing laws, referring to the use of temporary buyer tags. So yeah, just get a metal plate like a normal person, and just give them the metal plate when they buy the car. Congratulations, you give them the metal plate. We'll give you some, and then you can give up the metal plates, and they'll be registered to the car. It'll be great. Introduced by a representative from Fort Worth, the bill in question received bipartisan support, earning co-sponsorship from 12 lawmakers, including Dallas Democrats and Houston area Republicans, because everyone's kind of tired of this shit. Paper tags have become the bane of the state and nationwide enforcement in recent years. Many officers contending that temporary plates are easy to fake and found on cars used to commit crimes. Yep, they're a little bit problematic. People making the paper plates, printing them off on their home computer, not exactly rocket science. They just print them off and, on their home printer, because how could you possibly tell the difference? So it's like, let's not do this anymore. A 2021 investigation found that fraudulent Texas dealers were able to register with the Department to measure a vehicle and use their access to generate thousands of fraudulent plates. Also, people were just doing it at home. I mean, yes, some dealers were also in on the scam, but also people were just literally doing it themselves because it wasn't that hard. A report by a news outlet found that the selling of these fake plates by dealerships had ballooned into a $200 million illicit business in which people in Texas were able to distribute cars with fake information to 50 states, a problem causing rampant headaches for law enforcement because, they're issued by Texas, right? So they're valid plates. So people are driving around with these Texas plates all over the place. So causing a bit of a headache for our entire nation. Kind of pissing everyone off. Texas, as you might notice, is somewhat of a huge state. So it's kind of easy to blend in because it's the second most populous state in the country. A lot of Texas plates out there. A lot of fake Texas plates. What if we didn't have fake plates anymore? That's a good idea. The investigation led to the DMV to vote in favor of fingerprinting all car dealers in the state upon renewal of their driver's licenses. Maybe we should check to make sure that the car dealers aren't, felons. That sounds like a good idea. Maybe we should do a background check to see who's selling cars. Because it turns out some of them were involved in a $200 million conspiracy that stretched the nationwide. Fun. A 2020 report reviewed by Harris County estimated that at least 1.8 million cars in Texas are without real plates. And the fraudulent paper tags that cost the county $80 million in registration fees. Plus, the cars aren't registered. Plus, probably not insured. Plus, not inspected. Plus, everything else. Yeah. So maybe 2 million cars in Texas and God knows how many nationwide. And Texas is like, what if we stopped being stupid about this and issued metal plates? Wow. Neat. A sergeant for Travis County told the news that signing the bill is a mammoth step. This is going to help everyone across the United States. One would imagine. Yeah, because if you see a paper plate, right, it's not from Texas. And, if it's from a different state, there's not as many of them. So, yeah. That's going to help everyone across the United States. This is huge. I'm very, very happy. Is it going to end tomorrow? No. We'll have to wait and we'll have to be patient and keep on fighting the fight because we have another year and a half or two to wait. The Texas DMV is until December the 1st of 2024 to come up with a plan for expediting the creation and supply of the pad tag, which will go into effect July 1st, 2025. So it doesn't go into effect for 2 more years. But damn it, we're trying. Okay? So in 2 years, we're going to fix the problem. I'm not sure why it takes 2 years, but I guess we have to print more tags. I guess. I don't know. But apparently we need time. All right, fine. Thus, that brings us to the end of this story about a Texas phenomenon that was causing all kinds of headaches for everyone everywhere. Texas had paper tags. They were perfectly legal. And, they were convenient because, hey, paper tags, this is only good for 30 days. Go get your metal tag. Oh, sure, I will, boss. And then dealers were like printing them off en masse. And then some people were just printing them off at home because, it's a paper tag. You can print it on your printer because it's a paper tag. A little bit of X-Acto knife or something, not very hard. And Texas is like, what if we stopped being idiots? So 2 years from now, we're going to have we're going to have metal tags. So that's nice. So looking forward to that change. And maybe we'll get some of these cars registered and some of these ghost cars off the road, and we won't have people uninsured driving as much. That'll be nice. And that, for the moment, brings us to the end of discussion of this story.